Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to my lecturer Dr. Mariam and also my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Shariful and the metric number is 1181887. On today's lovely morning, I would like to present my assignment or a written assignment for the subject family law, which is maintenance. The slide I will put the slide beside me after this, so let's get started.
Alright, first and foremost, let's go into the introduction. The presence of a woman in life is the best and meaningful award from God, and also bring happiness and enjoyment to a man and a family every time and everywhere. Even in a marriage, when a woman comes in his life, it will bring lots of change toward himself with happiness and enjoyment for a long time. In order to ensure that such matter is crystallized, the husband should play important role as a leader of a couple or leader of a family if they have a child. He is also must be responsible to maintain or to take care of his children and his wife every hour and every second. The argument or misunderstanding between wife, children, or probably both of them will occur if he neglect or do not take seriously about it, and therefore divorce might be happen. There are two laws that will be used in order of proceeding for maintenance of wife. Okay, the first one is the Married Woman and Children Maintenance Act 1950, the red one, and the second one would be the Law Reform Act 1976, or here in after LRA 1976. Section 13 of the Married Woman Children Maintenance Act 1915 stated that this provision is not applicable to Muslims. Therefore, this provision will be applicable to other religions such as Christian, Hindu, Sikh, or any other kind of religion in Malaysia that applicable by this law. As I mentioned just now, this provision is only applicable in the Peninsula of Malaysia and Sarawak for the purpose of substitute marriage, even though if the children could not be maintained by the partner effectively. The application of maintenance can be made to session court or first-class magistrate court. However, in general, it can be applied by these two parties. Both of the parties are a wife or a child. This may also allows a wife or child to apply for maintenance if the husband neglect or refuse to maintain them. Now let's discuss about the section involved in proceeding for maintenance. First of all, referring to the MWCM Act 1950, Section 3 Clause 1 stated that if any person neglects or refuses to maintain his wife or a of his which is unable to maintain itself, a court, upon due proof thereof, may order such person to make a monthly allowance for the maintenance of his wife or such child in proportion to the means of such person as to the court seems reasonable. These provisions clarify that the duty of a husband to give maintenance to wife and children is a must, as long as the wife is alive and involuntarily continue living with him. In the case of Li Yulan and Lim Tan Shie, even an employed husband could pay a sum for his spouse or ex-spouse. Thus, it is necessary for a husband to pay a normal sum to his wife and children for survival of life. Section 3 Clause 2, if any person neglects or refuses to maintain an illegitimate child of his which is unable to maintain himself, a court, upon the proof thereof, may order such person to make such monthly allowance as to the court seems reasonable. The court may ask the person to maintain the wife and children by making a monthly allowance. But if the person is a mother, she also must include herself together with her illegitimate child, unless if the father's name is entered in the birth certificate or via deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA test. Section 3 of 3. Such allowance shall be payable from the date of such neglect or reason or from such later date as may be specified in the order. This provision explains that maintenance is payable from the date when he neglect or refuse from a specified date. The case of M. Viklan and Sombayavati stated the arrears should be no more than 12 months as the court treats the payment as a fund for maintenance and not become as property following other related cases. The other cases is Fletcher and Fletcher, followed by Gangaharan, Satyabama, and last one, Li Yulan and Lim Tanche. However, there will be circumstances when a wife do not want to live together with the husband. Therefore, there will be exceptions that allow the husband to not maintain her. This is stated based on Section 5 Clause 1 and 5 Clause 2 of the same Act. Now, referring to the Law Reform Act, sections involved in proceeding for maintenance under Law Reform Act 1976. The first one, Section 77 Clause 1, emphasizes on power for court to order maintenance of spouse. The court may order a man to pay maintenance to his wife or former wife during the course of any matrimonial proceedings. B. When granting or subsequent to the grant of a decree of divorce or judicial separation. And C. If after a decree declaring her presumed to be dead, she is found to be alive. The Section 77 Clause 1 explains that this section is applicable during matrimonial proceeding is being held. For example, nullity, judicial separation, and divorce. However, it is not applicable to wife of an annulled void marriage, and the marriage between them will not be exist. On the other aspect, for voidable marriage, she still remains as a wife until the marriage is void. If there is no news about the wife, whether she is alive or dead or became ex-wife, she is presumed to be alive. This is stated based on Section 63 of the Act that refers to the High Court. Section 77 Clause 2, the court shall have the corresponding power to order a woman to pay maintenance to her husband or former husband where he is incapacitated wholly or partly for earning a livelihood by reason of mental or physical injury or ill health, and the court is satisfied that having regard to her means it is reasonable so to order. The court has right to ask a woman to pay maintenance to her husband or former husband if he is fully or partially debilitated. There will be a case and situation where the court decided that both parties should contribute equally to the breakdown of the marriage. The situation is based on the case of James Sloan and Sarala Devi Sokalingam. Section 78, which emphasizes on assessment of maintenance. In determining the amount of any maintenance to be paid by a man to his wife or former wife, or by a woman to her husband or former husband, the court shall base its assessment preliminarily on the means and needs of the parties, regardless of the proportion such maintenance bears to the income of the husband or wife as the case may be, but shall have regard to the degree of responsibility which the court apportions to each party for the breakdown of the marriage. In other words, the court will make an assessment of maintenance by referring on the means and needs of the parties. For example, the husband proved that he was badly ill and his medical expenses is very expensive until his wife cannot pay because of the hard cost of it, referring to the case of James Jemuk Masing and Fiona Frank Masing, the Henderson. Therefore, on the situation above, the court will determine whether one of the parties should pay the maintenance or vice versa. Section 79, regarding to the power for court to order security for maintenance. The court may, in its discretion, when awarding maintenance order to the person liable to pay such maintenance to secure the whole or any part of it by renting any property in trustees, upon trust to pay such maintenance or part thereof out of the income from such property and, subject thereto, in trust for the settler. The court may order security for maintenance, whether the whole or any part of his property, by vesting it to trustees upon trust to pay the maintenance to her. Section 83, which explains about the power for court to vary orders for maintenance. The court may at any time or from time to time vary or rescind any substituting order for maintenance, whether secured or unsecured, on the application of the person who in whose favor of all the person against whom the order was made, or in respect of secured maintenance of the legal personnel misrepresenting of the letter, where it dissatisfied that the order was based on any misrepresentation of mistake or fact, or where there has been any material change in the circumstances, which means that the court has right to restrict any kind of order of maintenance if there is a misrepresentation, mistake, or any changes of the fact is found. For example, her husband lost his employment during the trial, therefore the court will automatically rescind the maintenance based on the case of Gisela, Gilbert, and son with Yet. The importance of maintenance of a wife is applied. So basically, maintenance also have a very important benefit in case if it is applied. First and foremost, a wife will get some protection and beneficial for herself and as well as her children. The second one would be to ensure the survival of their life among herself. The third one, reduce the depression that had burdened by the wife for a long time. And last but not least, to seek for help and advice from people that she knows, and as well as a conclusion, applying for maintenance is the best solution for children and wives to use it if the husband did not give any kind of expectation in the aspect of money, food, clothes, and shelter. It is very crucial for the husband to give maintenance for wife and children to survive and live. And last but not least, according to 79 best husband report, trust among husband and wife is vital in a family, as he is the epitome of everything that a man should be. That's all for me. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time. That's all for me. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.